Thank you so much for joining us on the EKTV News at 7. I'm Tosin Lo. The Ekiti State Deputy Governor Kinlo Amunisade Afuyi has called on APC women to remain steadfast in supporting Governor Biodun Oyebanji for his commitment to gender promotion since assuming office. She made the call during the APC mobilization tour to Ikole, Oye, Ilejemeji and local government areas. PSS reporter Adedaya Dele has details.
The APC mobilization tour to Ikole, Oye, Iye, and Otu Ekiti recorded a large turnout of women from various communities in the 4 local government areas. The Deputy Governor, Kinlo Amunisade Afuyi, thanked the women for supporting Governor Oyebanji, saying their support has brought numerous developments, especially for women. She noted that the progress witnessed under the present administration could only be sustained if women continue to mobilize support for the governor in the forthcoming primaries and general elections. Kinlo Afuyi added that Governor Oyebanji's respect for party supremacy necessitated more support to ensure his government succeed.
At the time of registration, our motto carried on lórí ọ̀fẹ́ àti ìdìbò ní about 3 years ago. Wọ́n tún ti dàgbà báyìí. Ẹ kó wọn jáde, ẹ lọ register wọn. Àwọn obìnrin ló dìbò jù o. Àwọn obìnrin ló dìbò jù o. Ẹ̀yin lẹ ní priority lórí àwọn ọmọ yín.
Also, the Director General of Community Communications, Mrs. Mary Osho-Motosho, and Special Assistant to the wife of the Governor on political matters, Mrs. Toyin Adepoju, urged women to remain united ahead of next year's elections.
Well, we are preaching oneness, we are preaching unity, we are preaching steadfastness, because these are virtues that female politicians really need at this very critical period. And we are appreciative of the love that they are showing to Governor Biodun Oyebanji. They have called him a very, very unique party man. And indeed, they have seen that he's indeed a great party man.
The wonderful message to them is to keep on supporting Bao. Bao is a wonderful father. Bao is a wonderful governor. Bao can support anybody to any length, even from different parties. Go to anywhere, you will see female. We are the one, and it's Bao that make us relevant.
Some of the women stakeholders, including Mrs. Moji Fafure from Ikole, Mrs. Bamishile Adisola from Oye, and Mrs. Kemi Olaleye, pledged continued loyalty to Governor Oyebanji and promised to participate in the upcoming INEC voter registration. Meanwhile, members of Timber Traders Association, Ikole local government, led by the chairman, Chief Kahode Akredolu, unanimously endorsed Governor Oyebanji for a second term. Adedayo Adele reporting.
The Ekiti State Commissioner for Health and Human Services, Dr. Oyebanji Filani, has applauded Governor Biodun Oyebanji's commitment to the health sector. He gave the commendation at a stakeholders engagement with people of Ikere and Ekiti Southwest local government areas. PSS reporter Abimbola Adegboyega asked the details of the event held at Ikere Ekiti.
The Commissioner for Health itemized the achievement of the present administration to include staff recruitment, renovation of health facilities, and provision of drugs. He said the administration will continue to prioritize the well-being of health workers and the people of Ekiti State.
All the work that we've done in the sector, the results that we've achieved, is due not largely solely because of the commitment that His Excellency has given. And I want to use this opportunity to charge every one of us to maximize the use of our health centers. We've had 250 nurses who were employed in the last 2 months and midwives. We're distributing them to, sending them to our facilities. Please tell our people to use them.
The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Health, Mrs. Olushola Gbenga Igotun, noted that the administration impact on the health sector has been significant. She said that the stakeholders meeting was to access the existing facilities and identify further needs.
Nígbà tó bá débẹ̀, wàá bá àwọn oníṣẹ́ ètò ìlera tó dángájíá. Àbí pé tó bá débẹ̀, àwọn ohun èlò tó yẹ ká lò ó wà nínú àwọn hospitals wa ní ká sọ. Tá bá ní ká kà
Some of the stakeholders commended Governor Ibanji for creating an enabling environment through infrastructure and manpower development.
Our health centers for antenatal care is already there. We should utilize our skilled delivery people, our health people that are there, our postnatal.
The chairman of Ikere local government area, Iroyin Lekunrere, urged residents to visit hospitals regularly for check-ups.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sí hospital. Ní pàtàkì àwọn health center wa tó wà nítòsí ìgbà tí yí padà o.
The Ogoga of Ikere, Oba Adejumi Adu, represented by Chief Chaju Adejumo, and others called for more sensitization on ailments covered under the Free Health Program.
Ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa ó túbọ̀ wà increased so that àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ exactly where and what they can get from the health facilities.
Construction of more health centers, free treatment for eye problems, distribution of mosquito net, and recruitment of more doctors. People of Ikere and Ekiti Southwest local government areas were represented at the event. Abimbola Adegboyega reporting.
Impact civil servant making the lives of others will testify about them after retirement from active service. This was the close of the exhortation of a Muslim cleric, Imam Iroyin Lekunrere, at the signing out and retirement ceremony of the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Works, Mr. Ibrahim Ganiu, from the Ekiti State Civil Service, held in Ado-Ekiti. BSS reporter Olusola Tomo said that the event had in attendance the Ekiti State Commissioner for Works, Mr. Shola Adebayo, top government functionaries, traditional rulers, and religious leaders.
Imam Iroyin Lekunrere, who attributed the success in active service of the retired permanent secretary, Mr. Ganiu, to the grace of Allah, charged him to continue to serve his creator and humanity with the rest of his life.
Today our brother has become a statement, and we can see the statement. You are a PS or director or any admin staff or non-admin staff, admin cadre, you are going to leave that office.
The occasion witnessed musical performances by the choir of the Ministry of Works at Ekiti State Performing Arts Company. In their goodwill messages, the Commissioner for Works, Mr. Adebayo, among other dignitaries at the ceremony, described Mr. Ganiu as a selfless and dedicated civil servant.
We will call on you from time to time for assistance when needed. And I pray that the good Lord that has sustained you thus far will continue to take care of you.
When Oga first came in, the first thing he said that it's not comfortable seeing our people going to the bushes to ease themselves. And within a short period, Oga made arrangements and we have toilets for all the staff.
Faithful Muslim, when we ran into that particular barbed wire, Alhaji stood firmly that we will never go to anybody, that we should just commit everything into the hands of Almighty God.
High point of the program was the signing out of service and the cutting of retirement cake by the permanent secretary. In an interview, the permanent secretary urged civil servants to be focused while in active service.
I'm so happy that I'm ending well in the service. It's been a very rough journey and a very tough one. But I thank God, I give glory to Him. It's not by power or by might that I got to this level. It is just the grace of God. So I thank God and I'm happy to be. I'm very, very happy.
Mr. Ibrahim Ganiu, who was employed as personnel officer 2 in 1994 in the then Ondo State, retired
from the Ekiti State Civil Service after attaining the mandatory retirement age. Olushola Thomas reporting.
The automotive sector has been described as a pillar of economic growth and technological development. At the 3-day 2025 Strategic Management Retreat of the National Automotive Design and Development Council in Ikogosi, the State Governor, Mr. Biodun Oyebanji, advised the Council to engage in strategic planning and adopt a forward-thinking approach in order to perform well in its task. Abayomi Peke covered the retreat.
The theme of the 3-day retreat was fostering creativity and innovation for continuous performance improvement. Participants were the top government of the National Automotive Design and Development Council, NADDC, Abuja. Governor Oyebanji was represented by the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Abibat Adubiaru, said the retreat was timely and relevant, especially now the federal government was trying to navigate the complexities of the 21st century. The governor noted that the retreat will provide a valuable platform for NADDC management to deliberate, exchange ideas, and chart a course for the future of the automotive industry in Nigeria.
Coming together to deliberate that, we have an opportunity for them to share ideas, to share views, and to come up at the end of the day for the better way of performing their duty.
He thanked the NADDC for partnering the state government in the areas of skill development, research, and sustainable practices, calling for more collaborations. In his remarks, the NADDC Director General Oluwawemimo Oshalekwi said that the retreat was to explore how to leverage fresh ideas and innovative approach to service delivery in the council. He urged the participants to reflect on their past successes, address current challenges, and chart a course for a prosperous and productive future.
The notion that civil servants lack innovation is a misconception that we should be determined to change. Our commitment should be geared toward the actualization of priority point number 7 of the renewed agenda of our president.
The Director, Human Resources Management of the Council, Mrs. Ronka Amodu, said the theme of the retreat is core component of the Federal Civil Strategy and Implementation Plan, and encourage participants to actively contribute to their unique perspectives and challenge assumptions.
I want us to know that this retreat is more than just a gathering. It is a strategic investment in our collective future and that of the Council.
The retreat is expected to take the participants through some topics like localization, skills acquisition, and sustainable practices. Abayomi Peke reporting.
And the Director General National Automotive Design and Development Council, Mr. Oluwawemimo Oshalekwi, has assured Ekiti people of the federal government commitment to improving the transport system. He gave the assurance at a training for over 40 members of the Tricycle Association of Nigeria from 16 local government areas of the state, held at the NADDC Automotive Training Center in Ado-Ekiti. Abayomi Peke again as the details.
Over 40 members of the State Tricycle Association of Nigeria, drawn from the 16 local government areas of the state, participated in the training. They will in turn train 4 people from their localities after the exercise. Declaring the training open, the NADDC Director General Oluwawemimo Oshalekwi said the training, which was in collaboration with Simba Group Nigeria, was another effort of the federal government to improve the transportation sector. Mr. Oshalekwi noted that the past trainings on CNG conversion have yielded positive results as CNG conversion centers have been established in the state, and assure the people that the compressed gas will be made available in the state soonest.
We are working on those challenges, especially the non-availability of gas now in Ekiti. You know, the infrastructure have to be provided, and that what I mean by that is the facility or infrastructure that especially for the storage and dispensing of gas.
The NADDC boards charged their training to share the knowledge gained, as they will be trained on how to maintain both CNG and petrol-powered motorcycles and tricycles. Mr. Oshanipe thanked the state government under the leadership of Governor Biodu Yebanji for always striving to improve the quality of life of the people. In a remark, Governor Biodu Yebanji was represented by the Commissioner for Wealth Creation and Employment, Chief Kayode Fashe, said one of the pillars of the present administration in the state was job creation and youth empowerment. He commended the NADDC boss for putting the state first in NADDC activities, adding that the junction has helped the state government achieve its objectives.
The state government remains committed to such initiatives. This administration operates under a 6-point agenda, emphasizing youth empowerment, employment growth, and human capital development.
The representative of Simba Group Nigeria, partner in the training, Mr. Summit Panda, assured participants that the exercise will make them experts in the field. The chairman of the State Tricycle Association, Mr. Akola Talabi, thanked NADDC for the initiative and expressed the hope that CNG will improve transportation system in the state. The dignitaries later have a tour of the training facilities at the NADDC Center. Abayomi Peke reporting.
You're still watching KTV News at 7. We'll go for a short break and we'll come back for mornings after now. Please don't go.
Chef. Mr. Chef, what's your secret?
My secret is the wide range of seasoning powders from Mr. Chef. Perfect for meals such as spicy stew, goat meat, roasted beef, fried rice, and kuka.
Unleash your inner chef and explore our wide range of Mr. Chef seasoning powder.
Beautiful, it's your name. Wonderful is what you are to me. Eba mi kira fún mama mi. Orisha mi ga o. Kò sí láyé.
Every mom. Thank you so much for joining us again. The Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities ASU has asked the federal government to release the remaining 2 months withheld salaries of its members who participated in the 2022 strike. The union, in a communique by its national president Mohammed Ibrahim, demanded the immediate harmonization of salary disbursement across all federal and state institutions to ensure fairness and equity. He also expressed disappointment with the continued silence and inaction of the federal government's Negotiation Committee regarding the 2009 federal government SANU agreement. The Fountain Brothers Club has honored Master Folabi Ayodeji, who scored 370 in JAMB with a check of 250,000 naira. At the ceremony in Adwekiti, the club announced plans to give free JAMB forms to 80 vulnerable students across the 16 local government areas of the state, and an annual award for the best performing students. The representatives of the club, Mr. Ayola Jimbo, called on youth to avoid social vices and remain focused on their goals.
And we are proud to announce our initiative to support less privileged but smart young people who are ready to work hard. Through this initiative, we aim to provide financial assistance, mentorship, and resources to help these young individuals excel academically and pursue their dreams. We are confident that with the right support, they can become the next generation of leaders and change makers in our community. As part of our philanthropic ventures, we begin giving out free jobs.
Now moving to Edo State, the Supreme Court has affirmed the election of Monday Okpebholo of the All Progressive Congress APC as governor of Edo State. A 5-member panel led by Justice Muhammad Garba of the Apex Court arrived at the unanimous decision after dismissing an appeal that was filed by the PDP and its candidate Asif Budalo, seeking to nullify the outcome of the governorship election. The court said that it found no reason to set aside the concurrent judgments of both the Court of Appeal and the Edo State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal, which returned Okpebholo of the APC as the valid winner. And President Bola Tinubu has congratulated Governor Monday Okpebholo on the Supreme Court's affirmation of his election and advised the governor to be magnanimous in victory. Tinubu, in a statement by his spokesman, Bayo Onanuga, called on Okpebholo to now focus on advancing the state's development. He said that the victory would pave way for more dividends of democracy in the state. In the meantime, the candidate of the PDP in the state, Asu Ighodalo, has described the judgment of the Supreme Court as a betrayal of people of the state. Ighodalo expressed disappointment and accused the court of bias. He urged his supporters not to lose hope in the ruling. The Senate President Godswill Akpabio has removed Senator Natasha Akpotudonha as chairman of the Senate Committee on Diaspora and NGOs. Akpabio replaced her with Senator Enekan Bassi from Akwa Ibom North-East. The Senate President, who made the announcement on the floor of the Senate, did not give any reasons. The committee position had remained vacant since March when the Senate suspended the Kogi Central Senatorial District lawmaker for 6 months for flouting the Senate's rule on the seating arrangement and seat allocation. The suspended lawmaker at a point chaired the Senate Committee on Local Content before Akpabio reassigned her to the Committee on Diaspora NGO shortly before she ran into trouble with the Senate over her conduct on seat allocation. The federal government says that the diplomatic engagement are ongoing to resolve the latest visa restrictions slammed on Nigerians by the U.S. The spokesperson of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Imomotimi Ebenefa, urged the United States to reconsider the decision in the spirit of partnership, cooperation, and shared global responsibility. Countries that have so far restricted foreign travel for Nigerians have cited issues around national security, economic concerns, and public health issues. And now moving to business news. Operators of Ponzi schemes in Nigeria have come under the Senate's spotlight following the passage of a resolution to investigate the activities and other similar online transactions that defraud investors of their hard-earned money. The Senate expressed deep concern over the rapid proliferation and alarming rise to unregulated and fraudulent investment schemes. For more on business news, let's join Tosin Olaribiwa.
The federal government has secured a 747 million loan to finance Phase 1, Section 1 of the Lagos-Calabar Highway. The Ministry of Finance announced that the facilities was arranged by a leading international bank. A statement by the Director of Information and Public Relations, Mr. Mohamed Magan, indicated that it was the first syndicated road infrastructures loan of its size and a strong signal of global investors' confidence in the country's reform trajectory infrastructures pipeline. Also, as part of effort to improve the country's daily production of hydrocarbon potential, crude oil producers operating in Nigeria have invested a total sum of 8 billion naira in providing rig infrastructures. According to the Nigeria Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, the amount was invested within 3 years between 2022 and 2025, and it has resulted in a significant boost through drilling actively and production capacity. The Commission Chief Executive Gbenga Komolafe gave the information in Abuja. He said the country's rig count has seen a sharp rise, increasing from just 8 in 2021 to 31 in January 2025 and further climbing to 46 by July 2025, representing a 475% increase over a 4 years period. Lastly, on business news, the National Insurance Commission, NICOM, has recorded 2.7 trillion in assets, while the life insurance business recorded 1.4 trillion. According to the NICOM, the industry outlook could be adjudged as positive at the backdrop of the ongoing regulatory initiatives, including sector-wide digitalization, risk-based supervision, among other measures. Industry experts said the growth in the total premium was an indication of the sector's ability to adapt and grow despite prevailing macroeconomic challenges, and also reflective of the sustained regulatory market depending measures. From the business desk, Tosin Olaribiwa.
And moving to entertainment news, popular Nigerian musician Charlie Poppy and Davido performed at the opening night of the 2025 Afro Nation Festival. Afro Nation is a 3-day honor music festival founded in 2019 by an entertainment company to celebrate and showcase Africans' music and culture. The 2025 edition of the honor festival kicked off in Portugal. Nigerian songstress Thames will perform tonight, while Burna Boy, Camo Fila, Boba, and Desta Dabs will wrap up the festival with their performance tomorrow. For more on the entertainment news, let's join Bosede Familusi.
In a surprising twist that's left social media buzzing, controversial journalist Kemi Olunloyo has publicly shown support for her longtime critic target, Iyabo Ojo, after a fire gutted the actress's office in Lekki, Lagos. Iyabo Ojo took to Instagram to share the devastating news with fans and followers. The actress, who is known for her fierce personality and activism, revealed that the fire broke out around 7 p.m., causing serious damage to her building. Kemi Olunloyo has famously clashed with Iyabo Ojo in the past, shocked everyone by coming to her defense after different accusations from critics. Issues. Others guessed it was because of a marriage to her colleague Ojopagogo. Moji Afolayan revealed that her disappearance wasn't by choice. The 57-year-old actress said she was blacklisted by Nollywood marketers for refusing to sleep with them.
Ó fún mi ní setback o torí pé mi ò ṣe. Mi lè gbéra mi lẹ̀ o. Ọkọ tó gbé mi sílé gan kò tí ì ṣe nǹkan kan. Tí n bá sọ báyẹn mo ẹ rí pé mo ń pẹ́ sọ ni. Torí pé mi ò ṣe. Á dẹ̀ ṣe mí ti lára wọn ní kọ́ máa pè mí lẹ́yìn ìpalẹ̀ wọn. Kí lè ṣe? Ìbálòpọ̀ ni.
She credited her survival to her firm values, the support of her husband, actor Ojopagogo, and the rise of social media and YouTube, which now allow filmmakers to bypass marketers completely. Still on entertainment news, controversial Nigerian crossdresser Idris Okuneye, popularly known as Bobrisky, says she may not have been attending church every week, but God is still constantly blessing her. She explained that despite what others might think of her, she is certain that God hears her prayer and always answers them. According to her, the blessings she receives are a testament to God's love, and she's dedicated to using them to help others. Finally, on entertainment news, Nigerian singer Gabriel Oche Amayin, better known as Terry G, has described the allegation of stealing the hit song Pass Me Your Love from his colleague and collaborator AY.com as pure ignorance. Terry G recently faced criticism for performing the track, which featured him as a guest artist at his shows in years past. Critics accused him of appropriating the song from AY.com by frequently performing it at events. Addressing the long-standing allegation, Terry G said in a post via X that he has every right to perform a song he collaborated on. From the entertainment desk, I am Bosedi Familusi.
Moving to the foreign scene, a special court in Bangladesh has begun the trial of former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and two of her aides. They were charged with allegedly being involved in the violent expression of a mass uprising that led to the fall of Hasina's government in 2024. The tribunal has set August 3 and 4 for the prosecution statement. And in Kenya, President William Ruto has ordered security agents to incapacitate protesters by shooting their legs. He accused the protesters of terrorism and violence. This was coming 2 days after 31 protesters were killed in the anti-government demonstrations. In his toughest remark yet about the wave of protests over economic stagnation, corruption and police brutality that have swept the East African country, he also accused his political opponents of orchestrating the demonstrations. And finally, on sports tonight, the Super Falcons of Nigeria will clash with Botswana by 8 this evening in the second game at the ongoing Women's African Cup of Nations in Morocco. Falcons beat Botswana 2-0 in the last time they met at the 2022 tournament, also hosted by Morocco. Nigeria's women team defeated Tunisia 3-0 in the first game played at the competition. That's news. Thank you so much. You stand by for the Yoruba version. From all of us, it's good night.
Ẹ̀kálẹ́ ẹ̀sìnkò ìṣọ́ni ẹ̀kábọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ ìròyìn lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ fún ti àṣà lónìí Ìyábọ̀ Ọlájídé lóníròyìn igbákejì gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì Ọ̀kínlú Àmúní Sádíà fúyẹ́ tí ké sí àwọn obìnrin ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC láti dúró ṣinṣin ní ṣíṣe àtìlẹ́yìn fún gómìnà Bíọ́dún Oyèbánjí fún ìfarajì èyí tó ní sí ìṣègbélárugẹ ìbí òjùbí látìgbà tí ó ti gorí àléfà ó fọ ìpè yìí níbi ètò àbẹ̀wò ìlanilọ́yẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ APC sí ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Ìkọ̀lé Ọ̀yẹ́ Ìlẹ́jẹ̀ Méje àti Mọ̀bà. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Adédayọ̀ Adélẹ́yẹ mábọ̀wá wípé ètò àbẹ̀wò ìtanijí tẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC ṣe sí ìlú Ìkọ̀lé Ọ̀yẹ́ Ìyè àti Ọ̀ṣun Èkìtì ní àwọn ẹlẹ́gbẹ́jẹgbẹ́ obìnrin látàwọn ìlú mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin ọ̀hún ti péjú pésẹ̀ ní yanturu. Igbákejì gómìnà dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn obìnrin fún bí wọ́n ti ń ṣègbè lẹ́yìn gómìnà Bíọ́dún Oyèbánjí níbi ó ti sọ wípé àtìlẹ́yìn wọn ọ̀hún ni ó ti mú ní oríṣiríṣi ìdàgbàsókè wá ní pàtàkì fún àwọn obìnrin. Ó ṣàlàyé wípé ìlọsíwájú èyí tí wọ́n rí lábẹ́ àkóso tó wà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí ni ó lè tẹ̀síwájú tí àwọn obìnrin bá tẹ̀síwájú ṣe ìgbélárugẹ fún àtìlẹ́yìn ètò ìdìbò abẹ́lé àti ètò ìdìbò tó ń bọ̀ fún gómìnà. Ọ̀kínlú àfihàn fi kún pé gómìnà Oyèbánjí ló bọ̀wọ̀ tó pọ̀ fún àwọn aṣáájú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú náà èyí tó fà á tí wọ́n ṣe túbọ̀ ń ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn fún un láti rí i pé ìjọba rẹ̀ kése járe. Bákan náà adarí àgbà fétò ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ ará ìlú arábìnrin Mary Ọ̀ṣọ́mọ́tòṣọ́ àti olùdámọ̀ràn pàtàkì fún ìyàwó gómìnà fọ́rọ̀ ètò òṣèlú arábìnrin Tóyìn Adépọ̀jù rọ àwọn obìnrin láti dúró dùgbé nínú ìṣọ̀kan ṣáájú ètò ìdìbò tó ń bọ̀ lọ́dún tó ń bọ̀. Ọ̀pọ̀ àwọn aṣáájú obìnrin tó fi mọ́ arábìnrin Mojísọ́lá Fáfúnre láti Ìkọ̀lé, arábìnrin Bámiṣílẹ̀ Adéọlá láti Ọ̀yẹ́ àti arábìnrin Kẹ́mi Ọlálẹ́yẹ wọ́n jẹ́jẹ́ àtìlẹ́yìn wọn fún ìjólóòtọ́ gómìnà Oyèbánjí tó ń ṣèlérí pé àwọn yóò kópa túbọ̀ sínú ètò ìforúkọsílẹ̀ àjọ INEC tó ń bọ̀. ẹ̀wẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Agégẹdú ní ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Ìkọ̀lé èyí tí alága rẹ̀ olóyè Káyọ̀dé Akérèdọ́lù Kòsọ́dé ni wọ́n fi nífìdọ̀ ṣàtìlẹ́yìn fún sáà kejì gómìnà Oyèbánjí. Kọmíṣánná fẹ́tò ìlera àti ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọnìyàn nípínlẹ̀ Èkìtì dókítà Oyèbánjí Fílàní ti gbóríyìn fún ìfarajì gómìnà Bíọ́dún Oyèbánjí lẹ́ka ètò ìlera. Ó sọ̀rọ̀ ìgbóríyìn fún náà níbi ètò ìpàdé ààrẹ ní ọ̀rọ̀ kan pẹ̀lú àwọn èèyàn agbègbè ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Ìkẹrẹ àti Èkìtì South West. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Abímbọ́lá Adégbóyèga mábọ̀ ètò ọ̀hún èyí tí wọ́n ṣe nílùú Ìkẹrẹ Èkìtì wá tó sọ wípé kọmíṣánná fẹ́tò ìlera mẹ́nuba àwọn àṣeyọrí tí ìṣèjọba tó wà lóde yìí ti ní tó fi mọ́ gbígbà àwọn ìṣẹ́ síṣẹ́ ìṣe àtúnṣe àwọn ilé ìwòsàn àti pípèsè oògùn. Ó sọ wípé ìṣèjọba náà ni yóò tẹ̀síwájú fífi ògiri ọwọ́ mọ́rọ̀ àwọn ìṣelétò ìlera àti àwọn èèyàn ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì. Akọ̀wé àgbà nílé iṣẹ́ fẹ́tò ìlera arábìnrin Olúṣọlá Gbénga Ìgòtún ṣàlàyé pé ìṣèjọba tó wà lóde yìí ni ipa rẹ̀ lẹ́ka ètò ẹ̀kọ́ kò ṣeé fojú kéré. Ó sọ wípé àwọn ìpàdé àwọn ẹni ọ̀rọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀hún ni ó wà láti mọ àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n ní àti láti dá àwọn ohun tí wọ́n nílò mọ̀. Ọ̀pọ̀ àwọn ẹni ọ̀rọ̀ kan ni ó kọ sára sí gómìnà Oyèbánjí fún bí ó ti pèsè àyíká tó rọrùn nípasẹ̀ ohun èlò amúlùdùn àti ìdàgbàsókè ọmọnìyàn. Alága ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Ìkẹrẹ Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Olú Adámọ̀lẹ́kùn rọ àwọn olùgbé láti mọ̀ ṣe àbẹ̀wò lóòrèkóòrè sí ilé ìwòsàn fẹ́tò ìlera wọn. Ògògà ìlú Ìkẹrẹ Ọba Adéjìmí Adú ẹni tí olóyè Tájù Adéjùmọ̀ ṣojú fún pè fún ètò ìtanijí túbọ̀ sí lórí àwọn àìsàn èyí tó ń bẹ lábẹ́ àwọn ètò ìlera ọ̀fẹ́ tí wọ́n ṣe kíkọ́ àwọn ilé ìwòsàn túbọ̀ sí ètò ìtọ́jú ọ̀fẹ́ fún àìsàn ojú pínpín àwọn àpò ẹ̀fọn àti gba àwọn dókítà túbọ̀ sí àwọn èèyàn láti Ìkẹrẹ àti Èkìtì South West ni ó péjú síbi ètò náà. Ipa àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba láti mú nínú ìgbé ayé àwọn yòókù ni ó jẹ́ ẹ̀rí nípa àwọn nígbà tí wọ́n bá fi ẹ̀yìn tì lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ ìjọba. Èyí ni ọ̀rọ̀ ìyànjú òjíṣẹ́ Allah kan Imam Ọlálékan Junad níbi ètò ayẹyẹ ìfẹ̀yìntì akọ̀wé àgbà ní iṣẹ́ fẹ́tò iṣẹ́ òde Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ibrahim Ganiyu ẹni tí ó fẹ̀yìntì lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ ọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì èyí tí wọ́n ṣe nílùú Adó Èkìtì. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Olúṣọlá Thomas sọ wípé ètò ọ̀hún ó ní kọmíṣánná fún ọ̀rọ̀ iṣẹ́ òde Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ṣọlá Adébáyọ̀ àwọn lọ́gàálọ́gàá lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ ọba àwọn orí adé àti àwọn adarí ẹlẹ́sìn ti péjú pésẹ̀. Imam Ọlálékan Junad ẹ tún lòdì àṣeyọrí èyí tí akọ̀wé àgbà tó fẹ̀yìntì Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ganiyu ní lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ ọba mọ́ oore ọ̀fẹ́ Allah níbi ó ti rọ̀ ọ́ láti tẹ̀síwájú láti túbọ̀ máa sin àṣẹ̀dá àti ọmọnìyàn nínú ìgbé ayé rẹ̀. Níbi òtẹ̀ ọ̀hún ni ó ti fi orin pẹ́ta èyí tí àwọn akọrin nílé iṣẹ́ fún ọ̀rọ̀ òde àti àjọ tó wà fún ọ̀rọ̀ àṣà ìpínlẹ̀ yìí ti fi orin dábìrà nínú ọ̀rọ̀ ìwúrí wọn. Kọmíṣánná fọ́rọ̀ iṣẹ́ òde Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Adébáyọ̀ àti àwọn ẹni ọ̀rọ̀ kọ̀ pàtàkì tó wà níbi ayẹyẹ ọ̀hún júwe Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ganiyu gẹ́gẹ́ bí òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba tó ní ìfarajì tí kò sì mọ tara rẹ̀ nìkan. Pápánbárì ètò ọ̀hún ni bí akọ̀wé àgbà náà ti kọ̀wé kẹ́yìn tí ó sì gé àkàrà òyìnbó fún ìfẹ̀yìntì. Nínú ìfọ̀rọ̀wérọ̀ akọ̀wé àgbà ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ọba láti gbájúmọ́ iṣẹ́ wọn nígbà tí wọ́n bá wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ ọba. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ibrahim Ganiyu ni wọ́n gbà síṣẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí òṣìṣẹ́ kejì ní ọdún 1994 ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ondo ọjọ́rùú tó sì fẹ̀yìntì lájọ òṣìṣẹ́ ọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì lẹ́yìn tó ti pé iye ọdún tí òfin là kalẹ̀. Ẹ̀ka ọ̀rọ̀ ọkọ̀ ni wọ́n ti júwe gẹ́gẹ́ bí òpó fún ìdàgbàsókè ètò ọrọ̀ ajé àti ìmọ̀ ẹ̀rọ níbi ètò ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ọlọ́jọ́ mẹ́ta fún àjọ ìdàgbàsókè ọ̀rọ̀ ọkọ̀ àti àmójútó èyí NDCC èyí tó wáyé ní Ìkọgòsì gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì ọ̀gbẹ́ni Bíọ́dún Ìbànjí ti gba àwọn àjọ náà níyànjú láti gbé àwọn ètò tó nítumọ̀ kalẹ̀ kí wọ́n sì faramọ́ ìlànà ìrònú èyí tí ó mú kí iṣẹ́ náà ó rọrùn sí i. Bákan náà ni àjọ NDDC ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ọlọ́jọ́ kan lórí àtúnṣe àti àmójútó ọ̀rọ̀ CNG ọkọ̀ tó ń lo bẹtiró sí afẹ́fẹ́ gáàsì èyí tí àwọn ẹgbẹ́ oníkẹ̀kẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ mẹ́ta àti alùpùpù nípínlẹ̀ Èkìtì ti kópa. Ètò ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ọ̀hún ni ó wáyé ní oríkò ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ NADDC nílùú Àdó Èkìtì. Ẹgbẹ́ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ àgbà ní fásitì orílẹ̀-èdè yìí SANU ti sọ pé kíjọba àpapọ̀ ó san àjẹ́lẹ̀ owó oṣù méjì àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ rẹ̀ èyí tó kópa nínú ètò ìyanṣẹ́lódì ọdún 2022 láì fi àkókò ṣòfò. Ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀hún nínú àtẹ̀jáde kan èyí tí ààrẹ rẹ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí Muhammad Ibrahim fọwọ́ sí sọ wípé kí wọ́n ṣe àwọn owó oṣù náà ní dọ́gbandọ́gba kí wọ́n sì pín káàkiri gbogbo àwọn ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga ìjọba àpapọ̀ láì fi epo bọyọ̀ nínú. Bákan náà ni ó tún fi àìdùnnú hàn wípé ìjọba dákẹ́ àti pé ìgbésẹ̀ ìjọba àpapọ̀ lórí ìgbìmọ̀ olùdúnàádúrà èyí tó ní ṣe nípa àdéhùn ìjọba àpapọ̀ àti SANU ọdún 2009 ni wọ́n mẹ́nu lé lórí tí wọ́n sọ ohunkóhun nípa rẹ̀. Ẹgbẹ́ Fonte Brothers Club ti bọ̀wọ̀ fún ọ̀gbẹ́ni Afọlábí Ayọ̀dèjì ẹni tí ó gba máàkì 450 ní inú ètò ìdánwò JAMB tí ó ṣe kọjá ní sọ̀wédowó 250 náírà gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tí ó gba máàkì jù níbi ayẹyẹ ètò ọ̀hún nílùú Àdó Èkìtì. Ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀hún tún kéde ìpinnu rẹ̀ láti fún àwọn ẹgbẹ̀rin akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó kù díẹ̀ káàtó fún ní fọ́ọ̀mù JAMB ọ̀fẹ́ láwọn ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ 16 tó wà nípìnlẹ̀ yìí àti àmì ẹ̀yẹ fún àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tí ó bá pegedé jùlọ. Aṣojú ẹgbẹ́ náà ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ayọ̀lá Jumbo wá ké sí àwọn ọ̀dọ́ láti àgò fún ìwà ìtọ́ kí wọ́n sì gbájúmọ́ ọjọ́ ọ̀la wọn. Ilé ẹjọ́ tó ga jùlọ nílẹ̀ yìí ti fi ìdí ètò ìdìbò Monday Okpebholo ti ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC múlẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Edo. Ikọ̀ ìgbìmọ̀ ẹlẹ́ni 5 tí adájọ́ Muhammed Garba ṣáájú tilé ẹjọ́ gíga tó ga jù náà ni ó panupọ̀ sọ wípé àwọn ti da ẹjọ́ kòtẹ́milọ́rùn èyí tí ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP àti olùdíje rẹ̀ Aso Ighodalo pè ìdànù èyí tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ wípé kí wọ́n fagilé àbájáde èsì ìdìbò gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ náà. Ilé ẹjọ́ ọ̀hún sọ wípé àwọn kò rí ìdí kankan tí wọ́n fi ní láti pa àwọn ìgbẹ́jọ́ ìṣáájú méjèèjì èyí ilé ẹjọ́ kòtẹ́milọ́rùn àti ìgbìmọ̀ tó ń gbọ́ awuyewuye tó ṣe lẹ́yìn ètò ìdìbò ìpínlẹ̀ Edo èyí tí ó sọ wípé Okpebholo ni ẹni tó jáwé olúborí ìdìbò ìpínlẹ̀ náà. Wáyé o, ààrẹ Bọ́lá Tinubu ti kí gómìnà Monday Okpebholo kú oríire fún ti bí ilé ẹjọ́ gíga jùlọ nílẹ̀ yìí ti ṣe fìdí ètò ìdìbò tó gbé wọlé múlẹ̀ tó sì gbà á níyànjú wípé kí ó yayọ̀ náà níwọ̀nba. Ààrẹ Tinubu ló sọ̀rọ̀ yìí nínú àtẹ̀jáde kan èyí tí olùbádámọ̀ràn rẹ̀ Báyọ̀ Ọ̀nànúgà fọwọ́ sí níbi tó ti pe Okpebholo láti gbájúmọ́ ohun tí yóò mú kí ìdàgbàsókè ó yá kọ́kọ́ bá ìpínlẹ̀ náà. Ó sọ wípé ìjáwé olúborí ọ̀hún yóò lànà fún báyìí láti túbọ̀ jẹ́ kí àdìjọba àwarawa ó dé ìpínlẹ̀ náà. Ní báyìí náà olùdíje fún ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP nípínlẹ̀ náà aṣọ ìgádolo ti júwe ìdájọ́ ilé ẹjọ́ gíga jùlọ èyí tí ó dámọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí dídalẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn ìpínlẹ̀ náà. Ighodalo fi àdúnwò ẹ̀ hàn tó sì fi ẹ̀sùn kan ilé ẹjọ́ wípé ó gbèsùgbẹ̀gbà. Ó wá rọ àwọn alátìlẹyìn rẹ̀ láti má ṣe sọ ìrètí nù nítorí ìdájọ́ náà. Ààrẹ ilégbìmọ̀ aṣòfin àgbà Godswill Akpabio ti yọ sẹ́nitọ́ Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan nípò gẹ́gẹ́ bí alága ìgbìmọ̀ tẹ̀kótó ilé aṣòfin ọ̀hún fọ́rọ̀ ilẹ̀ òkèèrè àti àwọn àjọ tí kìí ṣe ti ìjọba. Akpabio wá fi sẹ́nitọ̀ Anike Besi rọ́pò rẹ̀ láti ìpínlẹ̀ Akwa Ibom North East. Olórí ààrẹ ilé aṣòfin àgbà ọ̀hún ni ó sọ̀rọ̀ náà ní ilé náà tí kò sì sọ ìdí kankan tí ó fi gbé ìgbésẹ̀ náà. Ipò adarí ìgbìmọ̀ náà ni ó ti ṣòfò láti oṣù kẹta nígbàtí ilé aṣòfin ọ̀hún ní kí aṣòfin tó ń ṣojú àárín gbùngbùn Kogi nílé aṣòfin àgbà náà lọ rọ́kúnlé fún oṣù mẹ́fà fún bí ó ti fọwọ́ pa òfin ilé aṣòfin àgbà ọ̀hún lójú nítorí ọ̀rọ̀ ipò àti ìjókòó. Aṣòfin tí wọ́n dádúró ọ̀hún ní àkókò kan ló jẹ́ alága ìgbìmọ̀ ilé tẹ̀kótó fún ọ̀rọ̀ ohun tí wọ́n pèsè lábẹ́lé kó tó di pé Akpabio padà fún ní ipò míì èyí tí ó jẹ́ alága ìgbìmọ̀ tẹ̀kótó fọ̀rọ̀ ilẹ̀ òkèèrè àti àwọn àjọ tí kìí ṣe tìjọba, èyí tí ó fi jẹ́ pé ní kété náà ni kò pẹ́ síra wọn tó fi tó àti Akpabio tí wọ́n fi wòye ìjà nínú akoto kan tí ó sì sọ wípé nítorí ọ̀rọ̀ ipò ìjókòó. Ìjọba àpapọ̀ ti sọ wípé àwọn tí ń ṣe ìpàdé lọ́wọ́ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ aṣojú láti yanjú ọ̀rọ̀ ìwé òfin bí wọ́n ṣe gbẹ́sẹ̀ lé ìwé òfin ìrìnnà lórí àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà látọwọ́ ilẹ̀ Amẹ́ríkà. Agbẹnusọ níléeṣẹ́ fún ilẹ̀ òkèèrè Imomo Timi Ebienu rọ ilẹ̀ Amẹ́ríkà láti yí ìpinnu rẹ̀ padà látàrí ìbádọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ àti pípín ọrọ̀ lágbàáyé. Àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè yìí tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti ń fi òfin de ìrìn àjò ilẹ̀ òkèèrè fún àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà ni ó ń tọ́ka sí ọ̀rọ̀ ààbò orílẹ̀-èdè yìí, ètò ọrọ̀ ajé tí ò fararọ àti ètò ìlera. Ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè Kenya William Ruto ti pàṣẹ fún àwọn àjọ ẹ̀ṣọ́ aláàbò wípé kí wọ́n dá síra fún àwọn tí ó ń fẹ̀hónú hàn nípa yíyìnbọn lù wọ́n lẹ́sẹ̀, èyí tí ó fi ẹ̀sùn kàn wípé àwọn tó ń fẹ̀hónú hàn ọ̀hún ni ó jẹ́ aṣẹ̀rùbàlù tí wọ́n sì fa rògbòdìyàn. Èyí ló jẹ́ ọjọ́ kejì lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n ṣekú pa 31 àwọn tó fẹ̀hónú hàn nínú ìfẹ̀hónúhàn èyí tí wọ́n ṣe lòdì sí ìjọba tó wà lórí ipò náà. Èyí ni òpin ìròyìn wa fún ti àṣálẹ́ yìí. Lọ́la ní kẹ́ darapọ̀ wá nígbà tá a mú ìròyìn mú wá fún yín ká sùn rẹ̀.
When it's bright and early, get your breakfast right. Daily, you need all the nutrients that will hold you tight. Daily, stay in power, you find it all in peak. Daily, every move you make, Peak's got you all the way. Yeah, and the beat goes on.
Power on every morning with a Peak breakfast to make the most of every day. Peak, reach for your peak.